Okay, well, hello everyone. Mike Lowe here again, and we are, of course, continuing our series here with the My Career mode of Formula One F1 2021. That's the name of the game. The first two episodes are already up there, including the first race, which was episode two. Episode one is more just kind of getting the team in order here, and so we're going to be looking at just kind of the post Bahrain situation here with the team. We're going to take a look at kind of what's going on with the team behind the scenes, and then probably jump into as well. Getting some feedback here. Probably jump into as well one of the practice sessions or so for the next race here, which is Spain. So again, we just finished, and I didn't even finish the race offline because again it was pretty rough. And one second, folks, I'm just trying to set up the camera here. Okay. And so yeah, as I was saying, I mean the race did not go very well. I kind of stopped the stream mid, but I did finish all 57 laps. So, but I did finish 20th. Really, there were two cars, Leclerc and Ricardo, who did not finish. So, the cars that finished, we were last. It started technically 15th on the grid, but had a five grid spot penalty and ended up finishing where we started 20th. But again, really, it's because two drivers did not finish. We were pretty rough there, as to be expected. But luckily, I was happy with. I finished the race pretty strong. I mean, some of my best lap times were in those last like 5 to 10 laps or so. Starting to get the hang of it a little bit more, driving this car on the hardest difficulty that there is in this particular mode. I think Expert it's called, with a few of the other things to make it a little bit more challenging, a little bit more realistic, that we've talked about in some previous episodes. So hey, one of the reasons I'm streaming this series is this is a really solid game. I'm really impressed that I like playing the sport games, kind of the management side of things. Of course, I've done MLB The Show, Madden, NBA 2K, NHL, things like that. But this game is worth spending a little time with. So is it all I'm streaming? No. But again, if we're looking at really, there's a balance between like a game or sport you love and the quality of a game. And F1's a sport that I've gotten more into more recently, but part of that is because this is such a well-made game. They've made it really, really interesting, really realistic, and it's just a hell of a lot of fun. So that's where we're at here. By the way, our teammate Robert Schwartzman, the Russian, finished 13th, did a pretty darn good job. He started 18th on the grid. And so again, season results, no big surprise there. You're not really missing anything with my camera blocking it. Let me move the camera here for this particular stream. But you're not really seeing it's just one race. Again, we of course are towards the bottom there at 0 points. But that is an important thing for us to keep an eye on because our corporate sponsor, Manet Paris, there, it is they're expecting us to earn 5 constructors championship points in the season here, and so of course we have 0. Teammate came pretty close to picking up a point or so, so that's something we'll need to keep an eye on. Again, as we look at this screen here, secondary sponsors is something that we're hoping to land, but you can see that little globe icon in the number. That means Team Acclaim. And so right now at the very top, kind of right of the screen, you can see we have a Team Acclaim of 2, so our team is just not very popular yet. We have not gotten an offer for a second, third, fourth, or fifth sponsor, which we hope to get sooner rather than later. We're almost halfway there. So again, pretty excited about that. Let's see what else. Corporate finances. We've spent some money this week, so it looks like we're losing money, but really it's not too terrible or anything like that. Really early to tell. What's going on in research and development? Well, we're going to actually be adding to that here momentarily, and then I'll show you our schedule. So let's see, what is in progress? We have durability and aerodynamics. So there's a couple other things that we can get going now. So we have quite a bit of development points. You can see 1,505 points available. And so we might as well get some things going, even though the risk is high at 40% risk. We could lower that to 30, but we don't have the money to do that. And so to me, not trying is a 0% chance of success, right? I would rather roll the dice and just know that there's a 40% chance of failure because there's a 60% chance of success, at least trying it, and why the heck not? So we're going to go with this revisions to the rear floor under tray, just because it's one of the only things that we can do. And again, we're just going to go standard because we can't do a rush yet. And that will be ready there before the Spanish Grand Prix, as you can see there on the right-hand side of the screen. So let's get that going. And then we can also do this ignition system. An enhanced ignition system controls spark plug timing in a more efficient manner, it says. So let's go ahead and do that again. Roll the dice. That also will be done before the next race. So also in development, again, this is going to be done in just a few days. So that'll be good. Hopefully it doesn't fail. And then also finishing here in a few days is going to be this front downforce upgrade. So our research and development team is busy. We have all 4 departments working on things. You can see our team is kind of middle bottom as far as vehicle performance comparison, but we're improving. We're improving rapidly, actually, compared to where we started. So I'm happy to see that. Again, really, really early, no real trends to be looking at just here. So again, pretty excited about that. Facilities, I have just under $1 million left. We're not going to look to spend anything because some of these updates just, we can't afford, or like we can barely afford, and I don't like to roll with like nothing in the bank. So just kind of a good thing to keep in mind here. So our activities coming up, right? It's going to be a pretty big break coming up. It looks like season break. This next race is not for a while, but these are the different things that we've set up. So we're going to be getting a bump to our team acclaim, which is good, and our cash. A bump to I think my driver, like the person I am, and upgrading our teams. And then there were some other options I could have done, but I didn't really feel I wanted to. Oh, it looks like you can schedule these twice. Second driver training. Oh, I see. It just moves it. Yeah, we don't need to do that. See, some of these subtract. And I don't want to spend any cash right now. We did the chassis team building. We've done everything we can do, basically. So let's go ahead and just get that calendar rolling here. So as we pause it there, we got a little bit of money came in. We are about to find out next if we're going to be getting our gearbox improved and also the driver promotion.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
Okay, so something failed. We're not quite sure what. Front wing main flap failed. Okay. That will still be done. If we were to switch, that would still be done. 27% fail. I mean, let's roll with the 0% chance. We'll get that rolling again. Not the worst thing. And we should still have 4 things. We don't. We could use a... So durability did upgrade. That's good news. We got a few other things we can upgrade here now. That will be ready. Oh, we don't have the funds. Or insufficient points. Okay, so we can't do that one. Oops, wrong button. By the way, you can tell which items are available if you look on the left-hand side of the screen. There's just an open colored box. So like there's a yellow box there, 0 of 3. The open kind of blank, there's no question mark, there's no lock. That means that it's available for an upgrade if you have the development points, which we don't for that. And we don't for that one either. So we can't do anything else as far as development just yet. We will get our weekly resources, so on the 5th we can probably do that. So let's go ahead and advance. We'll stop here on the 5th, I should say. Now we can probably get that. Yeah, we can do one of these. So let's see. Internal combustion engine durability. I haven't really had any problems with that. Knock on wood. Famous last words. Turbocharged durability. Yeah, I would probably go with that. And that will be ready. Cool. So our research and development is just rocking right now. Still not a ton of money in the bank, so okay. Not a ton of development points. Still not a ton of cash in the bank right now. Not enough where I'd be comfortable spending anything. It's not another race for a while. We'll be closing down team headquarters until the next race weekend. So it's almost like a bye week in the NFL, right? Looks like things are just kind of stopping for a little bit. That's okay. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we are about, I don't know, 2 weeks, a little bit more than 2 weeks, 15 days or so away from the next race. So we are able to throw some more activities up here. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't want to impact negatively teams right now. Screaming, I can't do it. Oh yeah, I guess so, huh? Okay. Well, I guess we'll do something. I don't really want to do that though. It's still not worth it to me to like lower those other teams just for 30 resource points. So I don't want to even do it. So it's going to be another slow week. We'll keep saving some money here.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
So aerodynamic, something failed there. No, that one got completed. Okay. Rear floor, under tray. It will not be ready for this race, but it will be ready for the next one. Okay. That failed. Dang. Insufficient points. Okay. Let's see if there's anything we want to spend. So we can either do green or pink. Let's see. What is... Might as well do green because that's actually happening right now. Ooh, but it might not. Oh yeah, I see it takes a few days to kick in. Well, still a chance we're going to fail that one, but let's continue on. Okay, Durability wants to chat.
Now this is an interesting one.
So basically, they're giving us 100,000, which isn't a ton in the grand scheme of things. And it says our sponsors decided to invest more. We're sure that we're not the only department asking to dip into the purse. We genuinely feel that an investment of this size could be a massive push for our current development project. Would you consider hearing our proposal? And they're going to want to, yeah, I mean, I'd much rather.
You handled that well.
For sure.
Thank you.
Rather just invest in the team. 100K isn't a whole ton when you're talking about a Formula One team, so. Okay.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Great news. We don't have much development points here. Good deal. So, going to be a much better car, or at least enough better. Yeah, and I mentioned we were going to do a practice session, so I think that's what we're going to kind of finish up here. Is I'll go through one of the practices. Tire allocation. I don't think you can do anything on the screen. It just kind of shows you because I think that's actually set right by the powers that be, so to speak. So for the race, same thing. We're going to be mandatory to keep a medium and a hard. Practice session 1 is you kind of get used to the track. Also, we'll have a medium and a hard, so it looks like pretty much the same setup here. All right. Well, I think we're ready to jump on in. Let's check out Spain. I don't think I've ever raced this track before, so let me move my camera again. Okay. Let's take a look around here. So these are the little details I think really make this game stand out. It's just, just getting these little like preview emails about weather and things like this. Well, 2 failed. 3 failed. 2 are better. Weather forecast. We could see some rain in qualifying. Most likely aren't going to end the race. Very small chance for qualifying. That's an old email because I didn't finish the race, technically. I had like 4 laps to go when Bottas won that one, so of course I had some fuel left over. I like doing everything on full. That's part of this series. That I've done the race on full, qualifying, the practices. I won't do a full 60 minutes here on the stream. We'll just go for a little bit. Where are we at now with our time? We're only 20 minutes in, so yeah, I'll probably do 20 or 30 minutes of practice, and then just kind of get a feel for the course. Chat with people around the chat. Rival. All right. So these will be the development boosts. So we can look at one of these for today. And I don't like to focus on one that's like speed oriented too much for this first time as you get used to the track. So we won't do the qualifying one yet. Probably do that middle one, conserving fuel. But let's jump in and take a look. So again, our 3 race strategies here. Normal pace.
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
So complete laps using minimal fuel, drive a clean sector. That's a pretty good one to start with. Complete a lap, conserving fuel, attack corners. Yeah, I'm not ready for that one just yet, or the race line. This one's going to have us stay within the race line, but it'll be going a little bit slower. All right, so we're going to do that one. And as far as car setup, start on balance, that's fine. Okay, let's, yeah, medium's fine. Flying lap just speeds it up a little bit. Don't have to do that kind of lap around the track before they start timing you.
We're testing
Alright, so
fuel
I
management
do not
here, so
know
try to
this
lift
track
and
at all,
coast
so
going
again, we're
into
going
the
to just
corners.
take it
Don't be too aggressive on the
nice
power,
and easy.
but remember, you still have to beat the minimum lap time.
Oops. Seems to be a pretty fast track so far, faster than Bahrain. Ah, that was a bad turn. Oops, be careful hitting those bumps. Careful accelerating and turning too sharply on those. Seems like a pretty short track.
Okay, you weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
And we got 2 of the points still. That's terrible. Two of the objectives met on a absolutely awful lap, but we'll take it.
That lap was no good. We need you to improve on that.
Trying, boss. Oops, man, that turn's hard to see going uphill.
hit our program targets, come in and take a look.
Alright, let's jump into the garage
The
here.
data.
We got 2
If
of
we
them,
have
though.
time, we'll rerun the program.
2 of the objectives. But again, certainly not getting high scores just yet, but that's to be expected. We're going to just continue on with that one. I'll use the same tires even. Get right back to it. Definitely a couple turns that are kind of doozies for me. This is one. There's that one like going uphill that like you don't see it. It was that one. So they're right by each other. I gotta work on taking those quicker though. That turn right there. So quick. Yikes. Still a good half second.
Okay, you weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
Oh, jeez.
That lap was no good. We need you to improve on that. us. We need it again, I'm afraid.
Pretty straightforward track. It's not terribly difficult. Again, just kind of stuck on 2 of the fuel management ones. But yeah, I think again what we're going to do is just keep this one short, just checking with the team. I am going to be finishing up practice here over the next few days and qualifying, and then I'll either do the next episode like with qualifying probably, kind of give you an update on how the practice went, and then we'll jump in at least part of the race. I'll probably break up the race over a couple of episodes because it's hard to sit down and do the full race in one sitting, as you can imagine. They're pretty long when you're on the full version there. So having said that, yeah, let me, it's timing me here, so let me get out of here, but can you actually exit these? I could have swore there was like, oh yeah, just exit. So yeah, anyway, like I was saying, we'll come back to this here in the next episode. I'll finish up practice now, sort of offline over the next couple of days, and then we'll get into qualifying and then the Spanish Grand Prix. So that will be next up. So that's it. I hope you guys are liking the series. Again, if you have questions about it, let me know. Leave a comment. Give it a like if you'd like. And I'm on Twitter at MikeLow47, always talking sports management, games, and just kind of team building, that sort of thing. This time, most recently, with Formula One 2021 on the PS5. So I'll see you next time.